Well, hey, everybody, welcome to Client Side Chats. We have one of our prior folks who was on board with us, Rene from Western Milling, who's going to actually, I'll tell you, we're going to do two sessions with Rene. So we're going to break them up. He's got two successes that I think everybody is going to find very interesting. One is going to be about his safety management success, but there's also another one that I'll wait until we record that for the success with sustainability, right, Rene?
Yes, sir. That is correct,
Yeah.
James.
Yeah. When we were just talking, getting ready to record this thing, Rene and I were, we've been back and forth for quite a number of times, and we've worked together for many, many years. But we just realized that we have not seen each other since the Professional Development Conference for the American Society of Safety Professionals in New Orleans in June of 2019. I can't believe it. I mean, I guess the video thing really kind of helps us, right? To see each other.
Yeah, this is good. I forgot what you look like, James.
Yeah, right.
Perfect. This is good.
I don't think so. I think we've been doing well. But anyway, Rene, let's talk about your safety success that you wanted to share with us. What was it on? What made it successful? How do you know it was successful? What were the metrics? So go ahead, please tell us.
James, thank you. Wanted to talk today a little bit about our safety management system. And, over the years, we've worked with managers and employees and really working to get the safety program off the ground, and tremendous work has been done over the last 20 years. So we're just kind of, reviewing what's in place today and then see if we can tweak it and make sure that it continues to apply as our business grows and continues to change. Over the last few years, we continue to perform safety training, right? So safety training is a lead measure, right? It's an activity that you actively engage in to create a desired outcome, right? So you've got this outcome that you're looking for, and the question is always, how do we get there, right? What are the activities that we engage in to have this outcome here? And one of our focuses continues to be safety training, right? Through training, we deliver the information, the processes, the procedures that employees need to understand in order to perform their jobs safely. The global pandemic in 2020, we really had a challenge in putting groups together. And historically, we've put corporate groups together, and we really feel that that's a good way to drive safety training completion. And it's also a good way to drive accountability, right? The individual is not just accountable to the system or the safety manager or director or the manager itself, but they are accountable to each other. And when we're able to put employees into groups, they hear the message collectively, and they all know that, hey, this is the expectation.
What you're talking about is you're getting that kind of peer-to-peer recognition, from the engagement component, which many of us in the safety profession find so challenging. So sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but go ahead.
No. Perfect. Absolutely. Well, with 2020 and the introduction of COVID and the global pandemic, we really worked to implement new protocols. And these protocols required us to physically distance and physically separate from each other in order to limit the transmittability of COVID. Oftentimes that's counterintuitive to what we've been trying to do over the last 10, 15, 20 years, which is bring employees together, get them to congregate, get them to listen to the message, right, simultaneously together as a group. And we just weren't able to do it. And one of the challenges is, how do we pull this off? How do we continue to deliver training? So we partnered with Alchemy, and we were able to create learning plans, which employees can access remotely through their smart devices. And the plan was a little heavier, right? Normally we do about 12 modules, but in 2020, plan was I would go ahead and deliver a lot of this training with the EHS team. So we loaded it up with 17 modules, got a little ambitious there in the beginning, but did not know that, a third, about 3 months into the year, we weren't going to be able to stand in front of groups anymore.
Right.
But employees responded well. They continue to log in, they continue to get their safety training completed. And we've got over 224 employees that were able to complete all 17 modules.
Whoa.
So that's a tremendous success. It really blew us away when we looked at the numbers. We knew that we were trending well, but really, when we got in there and we dug in there, we got to see what a great job employees did.
Oh, no kidding. Now, are you seeing that translated in the workforce in the practice? Because you guys, being what you do, in the grain, and I know you do a lot more than just grain. And actually, you can explain a little bit here about that. But are you seeing from the engagement, everybody is now transferring that knowledge to actual practice? Because
Right.
that's where everybody has the trouble. It's,
Right.
we're, in front of you. Yeah, I'll do it perfect. But as soon as you walk
Sure.
away,
You're right.
as well as everybody else.
What we're seeing across the business is that a number of locations continues to see a reduction in the losses. Right, we're tracking both property damage, we're tracking bodily injury, and various types of claims and losses. And what we're continuing to see is a reduction in losses in many of our business units. Now, in some, we did see an increase due to some unforeseeable events, and maybe things are even harder to tackle.
That happens.
But like you say, right, you want to see what did that training do, right? Overall, what did we see? What differences did we see with the production teams in the workforce? So yes, we continue to see a dramatic decrease in losses due to property damage and bodily injury as well.
Nice. Very nice. So that's good. Now you can point to, okay, we've got the right message going on. We've got some peer-to-peer collaboration now start happening here. And of course, anytime you roll something new out or something where you challenge, like a pandemic can be challenging to the workplace, right?
Yeah.
And you're seeing that kind of thing, but you're learning from the instances, as we all do. I mean, yeah, we want to have zero injuries, but sometimes we have to get through that road in order to make that happen. So
yes, absolutely. So we focus on our safety training as a lead measure, but we've also rolled out the safety observation form. And really what the safety observation form is a program that we've launched that empowers employees to call out unsafe actions, inadequate processes and procedures, and physical hazards real time. So they would identify, they would identify a hazard. They would call it out and say, hey, that's a physical hazard, escalate it to a member of either the maintenance team or their supervisors for a corrective action. And so we've got over 1,500 safety observations that were turned in for 2020.
Wow.
And that's employees doing this real time, right? So if they see another employee not wearing their safety glasses, they would approach the employee and say, hey, you're not wearing your safety glasses. In this department, we require safety eyewear. Please put it on. And they would just document that. We don't need the name of the employee that they coached, but we just want to know that they did coach an employee. And they go ahead and submit that form, and then we track it. And we tie that all back to the annual safety incentive. So we're tracking training completion rates. We're tracking safety observation form completions in order to qualify for the annual safety incentive.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, it's not a bad program. I didn't come up with it. I took it from somewhere. Another one of our businesses who was doing tremendous with it. And I said, I think I know where this could work as well. And so we implemented here, and it's been a tremendous success, and employees are incredibly engaged.
Excellent. All right. Rene, thanks for sharing that with us today. We really appreciate it. And, stay tuned, because we'll end up doing another one of these on the sustainability efforts that you guys have been so successful with. So, okay.
Absolutely. Thank you, James. Thanks for having me, and good to see you again.
Same here. All right. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.